for a few days, wanted to scout out the properties. Looking like I won a lottery. None of that hate really bother me. YouTube 3 years, they don't want to see me blow. They don't want to hear the flow. But that's usually how it go.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Tay Day All Day, back again with another podcast for you guys. Make sure you go ahead and like me on Instagram. Follow me, baby, at Nikos Logic, Nekos Logic. Hey, man, I want to ask you guys a few different questions today, and it's all based off of mentality. You know me, I'm always talking, I'm always lecturing, I'm always trying to give people advice or suggestions on mentality. How to keep a positive mentality, how to strengthen your mentality, and overall create peace and love all around. Okay? So today I want to talk to you guys about simple, what are the most important words in your life? What do you live by? We all have quotes that we love. We all have something that is valuable, and it all leads up to a word or a couple of words, that we live ourselves by. We live systematically. So, I give you guys my 5 of my words. So, I'm looking for 5 words, and 5 words that you live your life by. Of course, you're going to have your own meanings, and that's why I have questions. So, the questions are, what do they mean to you? What do these words actually mean? When you elaborate, if you chose these 5 words, can you elaborate on them? Why do they mean so much? What has happened in your life that you have went through, or you have went through, that made you want to choose these words? How do they affect your life? And do they affect you in any way in a positive manner or in a negative manner? Because we can have certain words that we use, that we live our code, that's code to us, but it can be affecting us in a negative way, but we maybe not know that yet. It could be making you more conservative rather than taking risk. And the last question is, do you believe words are powerful? So do you know if those 5 words, do words carry power? If somebody was to ask you what your 5 words were, and maybe they don't agree with your 5 words or ask you why, do you feel like they carry enough weight to validate why you chose those words? Because when you have words like this, you have to have some kind of meaning behind it. You have to have confidence. You have to have that power. You have to carry yourself with these words, because if this is your 5 words, this means this is your code. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and share with y'all my 5 words that I can tell you right now are meaningful. Okay, so my 5 words is, number 1 is mentality, of course, because I love to talk about mentality. Number 2 is the hustle. How are we hustling? How hard are you going to do something? My number 3 is patience. This is something that I have personally been working on, so to try to expand. Number 4 is loyalty, because as you get older, loyalty becomes more and more important. And number 5 is love. Finding out what you love is so important. So important. Because a lot of these things that we can't do, and personally, a lot of these things in my 5, I cannot do without actually knowing what I love to do or who I love. So let me go ahead and I want to explain to you guys real quick why I chose my 5. So let me go ahead and start at the top with mentality. Mentality speaks to me as in when I'm in the gym, I'm in the fitness business. So I love working out. I love the feeling that it gives you. I love the results that it gives you. I love the outcome. It helps you keep you young. It helps you keep you moving, keep your limbs strong, keep your bones strong. All these benefits to it. So when I think of mentality, I think of sports. I think of fitness. I think of relationships. I think that having a strong mentality helps people make their decisions ultimately. A lot of people say it's, stereotype women as the type that cannot make decisions. Well, there are very strong women that have a very, very strong mentality that have made big decisions, but people underrate it. Mentality is not something that you go out looking for attention for. Oh, I made this decision, I did that decision, and it worked out, so I need to be praised. No, mentality is about something that you do into yourself, something that you entrust in yourself, something that you're doing for number one. I, you, me, whoever, however you want to describe yourself, that is who you're doing it for. Nobody else. And you will never have a strong enough mentality to overcome obstacles whether it's you want to get richer, or you want to have a better relationship, or find that person, or get a promotion at work. But you got to have a strong mentality. You have to be able to overcome obstacles faster and also acknowledge them. Not just avoid them, acknowledge what's your obstacles and build off of that through experience. And that's why I chose mentality. So number 2 is hustle. Hustle is arguably one of the best words, the most important words. Because again, just like mentality, hustle, you can use it for anything. Sports, fitness, work, relationships. If you hustle and keep trying, keep pushing towards your goal. This is something that people talk about. Everybody knows the word hustle. Everybody. But not enough people in the world can actually pull through the toughest times. Because you can be borderline ready to get that dream job, but if you ain't willing to hustle, grind, get in the dirt, then you will never reach that job. Or if you're trying to change your perception, you're trying to get people to view you as a different type of person than you used to be, you have to hustle. You have to hustle. You have to grind. You have to persevere. Because people are always going to think that you will always resort back to your old self. So hustle is so important to me, because if people only see me as a past athlete, or a soccer player, or a basketball player, or however they see me, I want to change that through my own willing. No one's forcing me to change myself. I chose to hustle hard and show people that I have self-control. I have what it takes to get where I want to be. I want to do it for me. I have nobody yet to prove. My parents love what I'm doing, and I feel like I haven't done shit yet. I haven't even scraped the earth yet. I feel like I'm still in between the cloud and the dirt. I feel like I have not even begun. But people may think that, oh, Tay doing great. He doing great, man. I wish I can be more like him. Nah, that's not even me yet. So that's why hustle is so important. Number 3, patience. Now, growing up, and especially in high school, I never had patience. I never had the patience to wait long enough to get what I want. I always was looking for some quick scheme. So having patience, especially since my girlfriend now has a child, he helps me also learn patience. Take the time, think about it. There's better ways to doing things. And then me going into the business of learning business stuff, it takes time. The behind the scenes things are truly the most important things, because you're going to spend countless amount of hours behind the scenes doing things than you will where people actually see you and see what you're doing and hear about what you're doing. Those things don't amount up to the hours that you're putting behind the scene. Those are just the times where you actually going to relax. That's actually the easy part. But people don't know that. So patience, the more patience I receive, the more I can study and analyze and learn to listen better about the things that are around me and the people that are around me. So patience is so important. And then number 4 was loyalty. Loyalty, as I said, growing up, you think you have all these friends, but as things start changing, 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things, as life starts changing, it starts taking you guys, those supposed to be friends or loved ones that were close to you, takes you different ways. Now the ones that really have strong relationships will come back together. But you have to have loyalty, and you got to understand somebody's work ethic. So hustle, how their mentality is, and how patient they are. So if you want to bring them back onto the team, or if you guys can actually come back as one, then it will work out, and you guys will keep a friendship that is long lasting, lifetime lasting. So loyalty is definitely big. Plays in business, plays in love life, plays in work life. And then love. Love is my biggest one. Probably my number 1, because you need to learn to love. You need to learn how to love what you're doing. Whatever you believe that you love to do. And it's hard, because whatever you love to do is not always going to love you back. It's not going to show that love to you constantly, unconditionally. It's not true. Don't matter if a girl or a guy tells you that they love you. It doesn't mean anything if they cannot follow through with being loyal, that you can trust them. Being patient whenever things feel like they're going down. Having the hustle, grinding with you, putting things together, and then having the mentality to stay strong and persevere through anything during your relationship. And also loving whatever you want to do. Because a lot of people, you compromise on certain things, but you not compromise on your dreams. Never compromise on your dreams. So if you're in a relationship now, you should never compromise on your dream to do whatever you want to do. Whoever's in a relationship with you should help you and support you on your dreams. They should not have to give up on you. There's a great Tyler Perry movie called Acrimony. Look it up. You should watch it. It is based off of love and how outside influences can change you and pretty much make you go crazy over supporting somebody else with all your might. And if you don't have enough patience, what will happen? So what I want you guys to take out of this is just make sure, what are your 5 most important words? How do they affect you? What do you live? How do you live by them? Is it an everyday code that you push yourself through and try to keep true to yourself? Because if you live by a code, if you live by that systematic reasoning, then you will find success, because now you're holding yourself to a higher standard. All right, guys, that's the time I got for today. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Nikos Logic, Nekos Logic. So go ahead, like this. Make sure you follow me on Spreaker Studio. Keep playing these podcasts. I'm going to start trying to get them out, shooting them out every day. Peace.
Yeah. Hey. Listen. Went to Texas for a few days. Wanted to scout out the properties. Looking like I won a lottery. None of that hate really bothered me. YouTube 3 years, and they don't want to see me.